welcome to the Yinzer Brothers podcast. I am TJ, and I'm here again with my brother Tim, and we are the Yinzer Bros. Today is the Steelers-Bengals post-game show. The Steelers lose to the hapless Bengals 27-17. If the Bengals stink and we lose to them, Tim, what does that say about us?
TJ, I don't even want to show my face anymore. I mean, this team is wretched. I mean, it stinks. It smells. When you got to start doing player-only meetings, you know you are in a world of hurt. I'm sick of Juju dancing his stupid dances. I'm sick of Tomlinisms. We're going to go into the kitchen, not run away from the kitchen. I don't even know what the hell that means. I'm sick of Ben and his noodle arm. I'm sick of everything. This team stinks. It stinks. TJ, we may be the worst team in the AFC.
Yeah, I don't know if we're the worst team in the AFC, but yeah, we're not doing very good right now. It's pretty bad. I mean, this game was disappointing on so many levels.
Disappointing? TJ, I even did this. I said, you know what? We're playing the Bengals. I normally don't miss a 1 second of a game. I was like, I'm going to put my daughter to bed like I normally do because there's not a chance in hell that I'm going to come back down here and we should be winning by 1,000 points. It was only going to be a 20-minute thing. I come down and we're losing 3-0 and the Bengals are driving on us again. I'm going, this is the Tomlin game. It's like, here it is.
It was bad. It was bad. Well, let's talk about the game. What were some of your initial thoughts about the game, Tim?
My initial thoughts? What do you mean, like going into the game or like what happened in the game?
No, so the game's over. So what are some of your thoughts about the game?
Number 78 couldn't block me. Ben Roethlisberger, something's wrong with him, dude. Something's not. His arm is noodle. It's a noodle arm. He stinks. He's stinking right now. He's stinking right now. Eric Ebron. I mean, let me put it this way. Do we think it was a coinkydink they got 90 yards rushing and Eric Ebron got hurt in the first place, so he didn't play the majority of the snaps?
That's true.
No, it's a fact, TJ, because he doesn't block air.
He doesn't.
I will say this, though, man. Guy was playing to go to the fantasy championship, needed one catch out of Eric Ebron. Sucks for you. That was the only good thing about the whole entire game for me. Their defense was getting ran on by Gio Bernard. The dude stinks, TJ. He sucks. Ryan Finley has one of the most top 3 punchable faces I've ever seen on a human being in my life. Number 56 sucks. He was getting beat on that. And I don't know what Tomlin keeps saying. He's playing great. No, he stinks, dude. He's no good at football. I mean, how many times he got beat on that stupid read option was unreal. Finley, TJ, do you understand where Finley comes in the history of the archives of quarterbacks that beat us? I thought Terrell Pryor and Glennon, they were bad. Blake Bortles, Finley.
It's bad, I know.
I mean, just unreal. This team got out coached. Ben Roethlisberger, Juju, stop.
Well, let's talk about the offense. Let's start somewhere in this debacle. Let's talk about Ben. Ben looked awful. Ben was a turnover machine, and even beyond that, he was terrible. He couldn't hit a pass in the first half. I mean, what was going on with Ben?
He was making bad reads. There's dudes wide open.
I know.
Something's not right. I mean,
let me ask you a question.
I will say this. Villanueva was getting beat like a red-headed steppy child. He was getting beat every play. Every single play.
So have we ever thought about this? Maybe there's a reason why they're doing the short passing thing. maybe that arm just isn't where it needs to be.
You think?
I mean, I know it's one thing to chuck
think?
it down the field.
You think?
I've thought about this before, and we're like, no, we can kind of get it down there. His long passes don't look sharp. And again, it's just like, if you're a middle infielder in baseball, your throwing motion is different than if you are an outfielder.
TJ, I'm still not gonna say. He's seeing ghosts, and that's scary. TJ, he's seeing ghosts, and I see him make passes. You go, man, his arm looks fantastic. I even saw him in some of in that game. But then you just see him. I don't know so much. TJ, he's seeing ghosts. When have you seen Ben just miss guys that are completely wide open?
Yeah, you're right.
TJ, he's seeing ghosts. I'm afraid. I think he's to the point he doesn't want to get hit anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime it's not old Ben. Anytime he's a little pressure on him, he just clamps up, dude. He's missing guys wide open. And like I said, they were getting pressure. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, you're professionals. TJ, you played sports. I played sports. I don't care what level you're on. You never, ever, ever want to give your opponents this much, any juice at all.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what Juju has not been giving these opponents, these past two, juice to come out and just rock their world, because they have.
Yeah, I agree.
They've been playing. To me, it's one of those things where, and somebody I heard in the media say this perfectly. That team has a bunch of vets. They don't have any leaders, because a leader would have cut it from the get-go. Yeah. That crap wouldn't have flew at all.
Yeah, I agree. There's no place for that. And you know what? They're young. I get all that, but even Ben's got to say, "Hey, knock it off." I'm sorry. In Juju, what has he done to deserve that?
Nothing, TJ. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree. So Ben, I don't think Ben looks sharp. You can't turn the ball over 3 times and beat anybody.
You can't.
He looked terrible under center. That first fumble hit him right in the hands.
That's the one play I didn't see. When I came down, I was like,
yeah, hit him right in the hands. And then, whatchamacallit was pulling and he knocked it out, but it hit him right in the hands, bounced right off his hands. And you could just tell he's just not comfortable being under center. I think you're right. I don't think he wants to get hit. It was good to see our running game came back a little bit. We ran the ball a little bit, which was good.
And like I said, it's a coinkydink that Vance McDonald was playing 90% of those snaps. Just a coinkydink that you actually saw a running game. And it's kind of weird. What was the statement that I made before? If you give Benny Snell, I think it's over like 12 touches a game, his yards per carry go up dramatically. I think he had 18 carries.
He did. Yeah. And he had like 80-some yards?
I think he looked great.
Yeah, we'll take that. That's a good day.
But the one thing that drives me bananas is, it still drives me crazy, is 3rd and 1. Why are you running out of the shotgun? I don't get it. I don't.
I think the only reason I think they're running out of the shotgun is because I think there's something going on with Ben that we don't know about. Either he can't get under center or something's happening. He's calling himself out of it. Maybe his feet. I mean, we talk about his arm, but maybe really his issue is his knees. I mean, QBs need their legs.
I think it's his knee. His knee from the Dallas game. I still think it is. That's kind of when everything kind of went to hell in a handbasket, when he hurt his knee in the Dallas game. Yeah.
So I don't know. So I think the offense did not look great. How did you feel about the receivers?
I mean, they didn't drop stuff.
No. I got to say this too. I mean, if you see part of the game too, there were a lot of suspect calls that should have gone to pass interference, I think, that were not called.
It's tough because when you throw a ball into triple coverage and one of those dudes, basically, you got a group of guys and one of them is the steer guy, and maybe he was interfered by one of the 3. That's tough to throw a flag on. It was almost like Ben was throwing the ball for grabs. Deontay Johnson, if he doesn't drop the ball, he's electric, dude. That dude is nasty. Yeah. He's nasty. Claypool, I mean, he had that short thing, kind of something. Juju, I don't. Dude, bye. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. TJ, he's. I don't even know if he's number 2 anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you look at our receiver core, he's definitely if you're talking about cap space, you love what he brings as far as for the community and stuff, but he's got to get things straight. I mean, or else he'll be gone.
But his crap is starting to bleed into Claypool.
Yeah.
and it's driving me nuts. I'm going, guys, just play football. I understand, if you want to do your stuff on the outside, the TikToks and all that crap, but don't bring it in. Dude, when you're playing a game, you don't bring that in to the stadium.
I agree.
Do your stuff out, whatever you want to do out, cool. Don't bring that game day an hour before you're don't.
Yeah. We do need some veteran leadership. I agree. You could tell the age of our group. They're young, and I don't even know how much of it, Ben's giving them. Again, it's just somebody's got to stay. Hey guys, they got to say enough's enough. Let's talk about the defense real quick. What did you think? How did you think the defense played?
TJ, they can't stop the run, and I don't know if that's a Vince Williams thing. TJ, I've never been so. I mean, maybe it's Vince Williams. Maybe it's Spillane. I don't know, dude. They can't stop the run.
Well, I mean,
Gio Bernard should not be running. Dude,
no.
That dude sucks. He
Yeah.
should not be gashing them. I mean, they're getting. I saw it all game. TJ Watt was the lines were. It was shifting to TJ Watt the whole time. 56 sucks. He can't get any pressure. He can't do anything. I don't understand why you don't have a better option than him or try something. I don't know what their infatuation with him. I don't think he's that good. I haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah. Well, he's a rookie, so he shouldn't be playing there. I think right now, do you think that the injuries on defense are starting to catch up with him? I mean, they were. I mean, if you don't even have Williamson, he's not even on your roster when you start. We don't have any inside backers. They've been decimated.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm hoping Vince Williams coming back is going to do something.
I'm hoping Spillane. I can't wait till we get Spillane back too.
You miss
a run stop. You miss a run stopper, man. He flies. I mean, I think we need him.
I mean,
Williamson didn't have a bad game. Again, he's good, but I mean, our depth at that position is just gone.
He didn't have a bad game. He's making tackles 7 yards off the ball.
I understand. I get it.
Number 91 has been just he's been just a body, a gray face since he's had the COVID. I don't know what he's doing. He stinks.
No, you're right. No, he's been nothing. Thank God for Cam Hayward, but he can't do it all by himself. What'd you think of the secondary?
TJ, the dude had 89 yards passing. I mean, what 34? He sucks. I mean, TJ, he misses so many tackles. It's unfathomable how many tackles he misses. I can't judge a secondary because they didn't. Dude, the dude had 89 yards passing. TJ,
yeah.
TJ, you lost to a. They didn't. They lost bad to a dude that threw for 89 yards. Just think about that. The secondary played fine. I mean, what do you want them to do? I mean, they shouldn't be making tackles. That's basically what the bottom line is.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's
Cincinnati's line bullied. They bullied our defensive line. They bullied him all game.
I think they're playing inspired. I think everybody coming against us is playing inspired. Maybe with us being on a slide, we'll see that change. I don't know, but they just didn't look good. Our defensive front looked awful. And again, I think our inside backers are so depleted. It's just crazy.
Your inside backers are as good as your guys up front. If they're getting blown off the ball, it's not gonna matter if I'm back there. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Me and my plays. It's not.
I think we need to see more out of Tuitt. Tuitt's got to come alive because he looks awful.
I mean, yeah, they're getting blown off the ball, dude. Their defensive line is getting controlled. You can't expect TJ Watt to do everything. 56 sucks. Put Cassius Clay in. I can't believe him. Maybe it's the number 56. Maybe it's that.
Maybe, I don't know. Could be. I don't know.
TJ, dude, the best. I can't believe I'm saying this. The best player in that whole entire game, besides Benny Snell, was Jordan Berry. He was putting the hell out of the ball.
He was. He looked great.
Made me want to throw up. I go, holy God, here goes Berry, and I was like, it was a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah, he looked really good. It's like feast or famine for him. I don't know. They have a lot of work to do. That's for sure. They better right the ship before they play Indy because Indy could kill them.
You think? Redemption Sunday, TJ. Redemption Sunday.
Hey, let's open up the Yinzer mailbag. What is the Yinzer mailbag, you ask? It's when the fans get to ask us, the Yinzer brothers, anything they want to about the Steelers or the podcast or anything. Again, if you got a question for the Yinzer Bros, you can send it to yinzerbros@gmail.com. Again, that's yinzerbros@gmail.com. And if you're lucky enough, your question will be answered on the show or asked on the show. First question in the Yinzer mailbag. Will the Steelers win another game? Tim?
Who's this question from? Are we even in the Marky Mark? When we get to Marky
I
Mark,
think this might be a Marky Mark question.
That SOB. That SOB. It's time for the grievancing. It's the Festivus grievancing. Here's my poll. It's time for me to talk. And Marky Mush, you better open your ears. Let's do a little time frame, okay? Let's do a little time snot, little time check, okay? Saturday, November 28th, 2020. I get a picture from the Mush. Steeler Nutcracker, ready for a playoff run. Let's go down the list since November 28th, 2020. Baltimore Raven game. Pushed back because of the COVID. Number 1. Screws all the Steelers, buys up everything. That's number 1. Number 2. I don't know. Half of our team goes on the COVID list. James Conner, Stephon Tuitt, Vince Williams, some other bums. COVID list. Line item 3. Ben's arm turns into mush.
It does.
Line item 4. Patrick Spillane, dead. Line item 5. Bud Dupree, no knee. Line item 6. We lose 3 straight games in embarrassing fashion.
We do.
Line item 7. Our receivers couldn't catch a cold.
They couldn't even catch the COVID, Tim.
They couldn't even catch it. I had more. There's more line items to this. I'm so angry with Marky Bush. Everything. I'm almost tempted to fly out Geoff, the mayor of Pittsburgh. If any of you have ever seen the YouTube, we number 1 out here. Fly him out. Say, here's the address. Show up on Marky Mush's doorstep. Get that stupid nutcracker. That thing needs to be sent to the moon. To the goddamn moon.
Oh, Tim.
I am. TJ, that nutcracker. It hit me yesterday at midnight like a ton of bricks. I go, let me do some of the time shifting back and forth. And I go, oh my God. I go, it's true. It's the nutcracker. It's TJ. That is like the voodoo doll of voodoo doll. I've never seen nothing like it. Ever. TJ, I hate that thing. I hate it.
Well, you gotta go get it. Go take care of it.
TJ, how am I going to get that?
Have you thought about offering to buy it maybe?
I made 200. TJ, I want to fight fire with fire. I was going to buy a Notre Dame nutcracker, but I just couldn't stomach myself with spending the $35 for it. So I put it in my head.
Well, I would say buy the Steeler one back or get you a Notre Dame one.
TJ, that damn nutcracker's causing all this.
You could be right. I don't know. Tim, we're going to find out how committed you are. You got to take out the nutcracker.
TJ, I would take it out, but I would get caught in 4 seconds. I'm a 225-pound male.
What was that again? I'm sorry, you dropped that. A 200 and what?
25-pound male.
Tim.
TJ,
don't lie. You'll go on the naughty list.
TJ, that damn nutcracker has been on the naughty list. Again, I will fly Geoff, whatever the hell his last name is, out from Pittsburgh. He can sit on Mark's doorstep and go. He'll be in his pirate hat, his Steeler jersey, and his Penguin jacket. 1-on-1 for the Nutcracker, Mark. You and Geoff, the mayor of Pittsburgh. Whoever wins to the death gets the Nutcracker.
No, he'll lose. Mark will lose.
TJ, it should be shot up to the moon. You should put it to the moon. It needs a Viking burial. That's what it needs.
I think he offered to buy it. Say, let me buy it. Let me take that off your hands.
TJ, he wouldn't sell that to me for all the monies in the world.
Oh, geez. So what do you think? Do you think, Tim, do they win another game?
I don't know. We'll see. TJ, something tells me no, but something tells me this could be Redemption Sunday, and it better be. Usually when Mike Tomlin throws out some stupid thing I've never heard of in my life, TJ, I don't know what that means. We're going to go into the kitchen, but not go into the kitchen, jump around, put out a fire. I don't know what it means. But guess what? When he gets to a point where you don't know what it means, the Steelers usually do something. I don't know within the first 2 drives if they're going to win that game.
Okay, well, we'll see. Here's another question.
TJ, I was in a tree. I didn't even tell you about that. I was in a tree.
Tim, were you clothed? I want to know, were you clothed?
Actually, I did have thoughts of going to the tree. Then I looked at the tree, and there was no way I was getting in the tree.
You weren't going to scurry up that tree with your 225-pound frame?
TJ, if I would have gotten that tree, I went out and checked the branches out the next morning. I think something's been killing that tree. I would have fell off the first branch and died.
Tim, good night. So how about this question? Do you think Ben is hurting or helping the Steelers?
What do you think? Next question.
So it brings up a question. I mean, how would you feel about seeing Mason?
TJ, when I saw a tweet that said they're going to bring Mason in the game, my throat went into my cojones. I go, I don't want this guy on my team. Get out of your mind. Ben could be playing with thrown with a left arm and have 1 foot. I still don't want to see Mason in the game.
So who do you think the Steelers go after next year?
TJ, they're going to bring Ben back because Ben has $42 million. The reasoning why. They're going to do nothing. They're going to sit there. They're going to take their medicine. And we're going to have to wait until we get like a $400 million cap hit. And we're going to be like 1 in whatever. We're going to draft some quarterback that's probably going to suck for the next 15 years. And another thing, Marky Mush, quit sending the stupid article about Mitchell Trubisky coming to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh sends Chicago trash. Chicago doesn't send Pittsburgh trash.
That's true. You're right.
No, I'm 100% right. Look at your annal of history.
That's true. You're right. We sent them. Remember, we sent them Bubby Brister, the juggernaut that was Bubby Brister.
Cordell Stewart.
Yeah, Tim Worley. Remember Tim Worley? He went from Pittsburgh to the abyss that is Chicago.
TJ, that goddamn nutcracker has my blood boiling.
Now, they did send us Mike Tomczak.
TJ, that guy sucked. He looked.
I know. We got him. We got him from Chicago.
And he sucked. It never happened. We've never done it ever again.
We learned. So here's a good question: what needs to happen for the Steelers to right the ship now?
What needs to happen?
Yeah.
TJ? We need to win a game. We need to win it down.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, what do
you
they
mean?
Need
what
to
needs to happen? What do you mean? What needs to happen? TJ,
how do you change it? How do you fix it?
What I would do is I would pull a Myles Garrett and just have one of our defensive linemen rip somebody's helmet off and smack somebody in the face with it. TJ, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Do you just play Renegade in the stadium all game long? I don't know. You know what may change this? A big hit. Like a big hit. Like Vince Williams to bring his crazy ass eyes out next game and just drill somebody.
We should have him, but he should be ready for next week, right?
TJ, he's going to be sucking wind. The COVID. TJ, I think a week ago he was like, my lungs feel like I've smoked 7 packs of Newports, 2 Black and Milds, and a Philly. You think that dude's going to be in any shape to be playing ball I just shoot him up with as much steroids as possible. So I get out there and play. I don't care. I don't care if he's got a tail and Mickey Mouse ears coming out. You need you need to put it this way, TJ. I think what would shock the system is Steelers come out, offense scores on a first drive. That's when you're kind of like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's
whoa.
true. That is true.
I'm so that TJ, I can't even think right. All I keep picturing it is that damn nutcracker. It's all I can picture.
Go get that nutcracker. If Mark was a true friend, maybe he'd gift it to you.
TJ. Oh,
maybe Mark would gift it to you.
TJ, you know how I do that nutcracker if I had it in my possession?
What would you do?
I would drive down to Soldier Field and I would jump over the fence and I'll bury it somewhere in Soldier Field to curse the Bears more than they're cursed right now.
Wait. Now, first off, let's just be real. What fence are you climbing over, Tim?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
There's no fence you're climbing over. I mean, you got that little fence around your garden that keeps the bunnies out. Maybe that one, but I think Soldier Field's got a little tougher security than that fence.
You think there's any chance of me crawling underneath the ground?
I mean, that Soldier Field keeps out, routinely Latin Kings and stuff. I don't think you got any chance of getting in there.
See, now you put a foil in my major plan. That was my whole entire plan.
That's true. Well, speaking of nutcrackers, here's a question. It actually deals with the holidays. So let's see what you thought. It says, TJ and Tim, do you have any holiday traditions that you keep? Do we have any? What holiday traditions do we have, Tim? Being Greek and Italian, that the ones that we are. I mean, what do we have? What do you do? What do you do on Christmas Eve, Tim?
Kill the nutcracker. What do I do on Christmas Eve? I usually, I'll have a little seafood.
So what kind of seafood? What seafood are we talking about?
I don't know. Whatever I get from Red Lobster.
You just get some takeout from Red Lobster.
That's my plan. TJ, I did this one year. I spent $1 bazillion down to Lobster's. I forget what it's called. It's some fancy place. I was like, I'm going to cook all this lobster and all this shrimp and all this, scallops, everything. I messed everything up. TJ, I spent like $300 down there. Not one thing was edible. Nothing. I don't even know. The only thing that was actually edible was the shrimp, because we had some shrimp cocktail, and all you had to do was it just had to be just put in a glass and dipped in some cocktail stuff. Everything else completely ruined. So I said to myself, I'm just going to go buy it at the seafood place.
That's a good idea. Hey.
And guess what? Red Lobster's my seafood place. You guys can make fun of that all you want, but guess what? I don't care. I don't care. TJ, I'm seeing red right now. If you even saw my eyes.
So what do you do for Christmas Day? What do you guys have for Christmas?
Normally, for a nice Christmas meal, my father-in-law will be down here, cook a little prime rib. It would be delicious. This guy is not cooking prime rib because his father-in-law is not coming down here because of stupid COVID-19. So what I did this year, I got a nice little spiral ham from the Honey Baked Company.
Nice.
We're going to have a little ham, little hash brown casserole.
Nice.
Some biscuits. Maybe I think we got some type of Brussels sprouts.
Nice.
Who knows?
That
what
sounds
else is
like
going
a
to come
good
up?
Christmas. Good Christmas.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So we do the seafood. I do a seafood, boil every year for Christmas Eve. We do all of our Christmas Eve church stuff. And then, so I already got the crab legs, lobster, giant scallops, giant shrimp, corn on the cob, some potatoes, some Old Bay.
Must be nice.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Every year it's good. We do
some. Had this.
We do. I don't know. We got to spend Christmas together. You got to, we eat some fettuccine Alfredo with some shrimp in it. Yeah. That's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is usually pretty spectacular.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah. And then Christmas Day, we'll do the spiral ham.
Yeah.
And I usually make lamb. I'll have some, some stuffed, or some grape leaves and some lamb and some ham.
Was that question from Mark by any chance?
No, I don't know who that was from.
Okay, because I could tell you what his Christmas Eve and his Christmas Day is going to be involving of.
What's that?
Geoff from Pittsburgh is going to be at your doorstep.
That's great. Well, here's another Christmas question. It says, Tim and TJ, what are the greatest presents you've ever received?
It hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for Geoff to go collect my nutcracker. The greatest Christmas gift I ever received.
What is the greatest Christmas gift, Tim, that you've ever received?
So many things going on in my mind right now. Like, do I say something from my childhood or do I say something that my wife got me? This is a very delicate situation.
It is a very delicate situation. Can go south quickly.
Christmas. I mean, the one Christmas that sticks in my mind is when Tom Harris made the idiotic decision of getting me like a bunch of like, I don't know, like 5-foot speakers when I'm like 15 years old. I think it was the dumbest thing he's ever done in his life. Because I immediately plugged those speakers in and the whole house rattled for 4 years after that.
So what kind of music were you playing? Were you playing like the oldies that he loved?
Oh, no, I was playing the hard gangster rap stuff because that's what I do.
Tim's all about
that's
the gangster
what I
rap.
do.
That's right.
I mixed a little smooth R&B to that. The majority of the time it was a gangster rap.
Who was your favorite gangster rap artist?
I was a big Tupac Shakur fan.
Yeah, big Tupac.
Maybe a little Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, maybe. They're dating you a little bit. That's classic. That's classic gangster rap.
I guess that's what I'm saying, Mark. Don't push me. Don't push me.
That's right. You got some Tupac. You got some California pumping through your veins, huh?
You put some California love in, you don't know what this guy's going to do.
He may just go bananas.
You never know.
So the speakers, that's the greatest gift you've ever had, huh?
I mean, it was a good Christmas. I think I got that. I think I got like I don't know if there's a year we got like a Nintendo or something too with that. I got a bunch of stuff. I was quite happy with that Christmas. Did we do anything? Did I? Yeah. I mean, I've gotten good stuff, here and there. A little here, a little there. What about you?
I remember a couple from my childhood. First, I remember when I got my first Atari. That was ridiculous. Atari 2600. Wow.
Yeah.
That was great. And I also remember when I got a 5-speed Schwinn bike with a banana seat. That was pretty.
Is that the one you busted your face on?
That's one I busted my face on. It is. That was a sweet machine. Boy, if I had that now, those things are worth money now.
I wish I would have been alive for that.
Yeah, that was a bad day. That was a bad day.
That would have been a sucky day. I would have told you to suck it up, wrap it up, and get up there.
That was a bad day. It was crazy. So is all your holiday shopping done?
Yeah, half the stuff's not coming until Tuesday.
Why? Did you wait too late?
I don't know, dude. He's come from China. I don't know. I mean, Pumpkin has her stuff. She's good.
Did you get our box yet? Did our box come today?
Your box ain't coming.
Well, hopefully it'll be here tomorrow at least.
TJ, it ain't coming.
It's supposed to be no later than tomorrow.
TJ, I'm telling you, it ain't coming. I mean,
that's what the post office told me. They said it was TJ, later than the 24th.
What did you send it? UPS? USPS?
Yeah, USPS.
Oh, it ain't coming. USPS stuff comes here to die. It's going to be stuck in some random warehouse for. I mean, this mask is just itchy. It's not coming. I got a better chance of going to grab that nutcracker tonight.
You might be right. It was a pretty big box, so we didn't really have a choice.
I mean, no, it is what it is. I mean, TJ, I'm just going to tell you this. I hope so, because I think that's the only gift I hope you got me a gift, because this may be the only gift that I get for the whole entire Christmas.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Tim, were you naughty?
I mean, now that I'm a dad, I guess you don't get stuff.
No, you don't.
You don't get stuff till you're like older when they feel bad for you. And you're like, we got to get dad a big gift. That happens like once every 5 years.
You're right.
So I'm anticipating.
I got you a couple mighty gifts that I think you're going to enjoy.
You give me a Steeler Nutcracker
No.
From Marky Mush's house.
Now that would be, we do,
TJ,
Tim, we do have family connections.
TJ, it's like if I had somebody, like they did in the Christmas, the Griswolds.
Yeah, you need Cousin Eddie's what you need.
With a big red bow. That Nutcracker at my door would be the greatest gift of all time.
I'll tell you what, I got the guy right now that can do that for you.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah, you know who the guy is, right?
Who? Jesus?
Damien. He'd do that in a heartbeat.
Dude, that dude's he's lazier than me. Stop it.
Damien is just crazy enough to give that a whirl.
Damien ain't that crazy. Damien would be like, it's too much work. Me getting off the couch. I'm like, come on.
Well,
so I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever.
So what's the greatest gift your wife's given you?
My child.
Oh, look at that. Tim shoots and scores. That's a good one, Tim. That's
the greatest gift that she's actually given me besides my lovely little peanut is I think did she buy me an Xbox one year? She's bought me Xboxes, Apple Watches, a couple stuff like that. She's bought me.
You are a tech guy. You like the technology.
I actually think she's going to help me upgrade my Mac this year. So
nice.
But I probably won't ever see that. I have a whole bunch of stuff that's like IOU papers, and I just haven't seen in years. That's why it's all this anger and hostilities build up into me.
I understand. I get it. Well, that does it for the Yinzer mailbag. Again, if you have any questions, comments, ideas, endorsements, you can email us at yinzerbros@gmail.com.
Mush, you're on the naughty list. You are.
We may answer your question. Now, it's funny you bring that up because we're going to bring back again for the holidays our naughty or nice list. We brought this back last podcast, and it was a big hit.
Mush is so far on the naughty list. It's on. He has surpassed Anthony Chickalo on.
Oh my gosh,
list.
That's incredible.
TJ, I'm not talking by a little. It's going to take years for the Mush to be off the list.
I believe that. So here's a couple guys. Let's for those of you who don't know, I'll mention a name of a guy, and we'll comment if he's naughty or nice, depending on his play or whatever he's done. Let's just start off. Let's just go right into the fire. Let's start off with Juju. Naughty or nice, Tim?
Naughty.
What makes him naughty?
Oh. What makes him naughty?
Mm-hmm.
What makes him naughty? TJ, I don't think we lose the Bengals if he doesn't get blown up and fumble.
I think you're probably right.
I don't think we lose to a whole bunch of teams if he starts dancing. I know we've been doing it all year, dancing. Why? Ooh. Naughty.
No, I agree. He's naughty. How about Joe Hayden? Naughty or nice?
Again, he's on a nice list because he's a nice dude.
He is. He's a nice guy. How about Benny Snell?
Whatever.
I think he looked good. I put him on the nice list.
He looked good, but I know it. I know it's coming. He's gonna have just a earth-shattering fumble. I just know it's gonna happen.
Tim living in his fears. How about your buddy Stephon Tuitt?
He stinks. I'd cut him now. So I'd cut him now so he sees even enough eligibility to go play Notre Dame's game on Saturday. I can't wait to. Oh, hey Mush, you're gonna see a lot of this come Saturday. Hey Mush, you may see this outside your window on Saturday when Notre Dame's getting beat. Here's another thing. Let's for the naughty list. I'm loving how, what did I say? What did I say was going to happen to Notre Dame in the ACC title game? What did I say?
I forget. What did you say?
I said they were going to get beat by 1,000 points, and they got beat by 1,000 points because I remember you telling me all the Notre Dame they fizzle. You know what's hilarious to me? These Notre Dame people are so out of their gore. When they get their stinking stuff and the thing pops up and they got to play Alabama, they think they got a shot. You know how many texts I got saying any given Saturday, any given Sunday, TJ, Alabama's going to beat them by 1,000,000. Guess what? this guy's going to be sitting there every second of it, just smiling. Just smiling.
But maybe it's worth getting that nutcracker, Tim.
TJ, I don't even need the nutcracker for that one.
Maybe you could do like a nutcracker exchange.
TJ, I may just dress up like Nick Saban and just go to Mark's house and just sit outside of his window with an Alabama stuff on, being like,
oh dear.
I can't.
How about this
wait.
one? How about Deontay
Johnson? Saturday, maybe my Super Bowl. I can't wait.
Maybe. How about Deontay Johnson? Naughty or nice?
TJ, I made the statement to you, and I just got to keep my mouth shut too. I think I'm part of the curse too. I think I text you when he started. I think it was like part of second quarter. Like the 18. This is the game he becomes a star, like a superstar. In the next play, he goes out. He hurts his ankle or something. I'm going. I just need to shut up.
You do. Yeah. Naughty or nice?
TJ, if he plays like he did last week and he doesn't drop balls, he's on the nice. TJ, he's very good at football. He's very good at football.
As long as he doesn't fumble, he's great.
But I like seeing it because but him, dude, he was doing the things he needed to do. He wasn't dancing on logos. He was out hours before the game, going through drills. Dude,
he was.
Whoever was throwing him balls.
Can we sign him?
That dude was throwing rifles. I was like, who is this dude? I was like, is that Dobbs? I'm like, that ain't Dobbs. He looked a little chunky. I'm going, whoever the hell that guy is, sign him up. Sign him up.
Yeah, I'm with you. So how about this? Here's a departure. Naughty or nice? Randy Fichtner.
Get that guy out of here now.
How about naughty or nice? Keith Butler.
Again, he is just a human shield for Mike Tomlin. So you can take that for what it's worth.
Oh my. Jeez.
TJ. Oh, I mean, I have been down after some games. After that game, if we would have done this podcast, this computer wouldn't have lasted 15 minutes into that podcast.
I know. It was better you cool down a little bit.
TJ, I sat downstairs till 12:30. No TV. No noise. A lamp on. Barely any light. And just sat with my thoughts.
So how did that go, Tim?
Not well, TJ.
He sat with your thoughts.
I went to bed at like 12:40. Like I laid my head on my pillow at 12:30. I sat there. I stared for another 40 minutes. I fell asleep for 15 minutes. And I just woke up. It was like that all night. There was a game inside of a game in my mind. That happened that night.
Tim, you're so neurotic.
TJ, I woke up. I finally said I had enough of this game. I think it was 4:35 in the morning. I just got out of bed and go, I'm just going to go downstairs and work because this game is going on in my head. I lost. I mean, and I don't say I lost by a lot. I lost by a lot. I go. That's all I did. It was a miserable. That game was the closest I've ever felt to the Tebow game ever in my life.
Yeah, the Tebow game was bad. I was there.
I would have beat.
I was in Denver for the Tebow game.
I would have either been in a Denver prison, or I would have gotten beat up by roughly 65,000 people.
Probably. Oh, well, that does it for naughty and nice. Again, the Steelers have the Colts coming up next.
Are we even going to do a preview of that? Or, I mean, because we got Christmas coming up. Are we just going to just say, hey, we know the players, pick a score, let's go?
Yeah, we can do that. We know
what it is.
They go where Rivers goes. We know
they got old man Rivers. They got a good defense. They got a good run. They're good. They're good at football. We're going to get our heads probably beat in, and I'm going to be.
I'm anxious to see. I wonder if maybe this will be a game of redemption. I don't know.
I can't see. I
don't know. So what do you think? What's the score going to be the Colts game?
I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. 24-17, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Redemption Sunday's happening, and it's going to
I think
happen.
you're right.
It's going to happen.
I think you're right. I'm going to say 27-10.
And you know what I don't want to hear? You know what I do want to hear? I want to hear everybody in the national media just kissing our asses. That's what I want to hear, because I'm so sick of Ryan Clark, our old Steeler, throwing salt in the wound. Everybody. But in the back of my mind too, you know what I would love to see? There's a scenario if the Steelers do lose, and something with Cleveland, all this stuff has to fall flat. That game next week for the division would be Cleveland. They would move to Sunday night. It would be for the division. And I know there's a scenario that Cleveland can finish 11-5, and if they don't beat us in that game to go to win a division, they don't even make the playoffs. Boy, would that be the greatest Christmas gift in the history to this guy.
That would be funny.
That would be the greatest Christmas gift ever, to beat them on a Sunday night game, win the division, and not only just win the division, but completely knock them out of the playoffs.
That would be a sweet day.
It would. I'd sit back, let the Nutcracker do his thing. We would be all good.
Well, who knows? I think it'll be interesting. The game will be interesting next week. Tim, anything you'd like to add to the podcast before we sign off? We've been running pretty good again.
I don't care. People needed to hear me.
They do. They need to hear the truth. They need to be smacked in the head with the truth.
They needed to hear it.
They did.
I just want to wish everybody a happy holidays. Everybody except one certain Nutcracker. We're coming for you, buddy.
That's right. And just so people know, we check many boxes when it comes to the holidays.
We do.
Because we are, I mean, obviously it's Merry Christmas for us. We are,
Yes.
we carry that part of our faith, but we also found out this year that we also have Jewish blood in us. Happy Hanukkah, Tim.
Shalom.
So in your box, you may be receiving something that will help you celebrate the season of light.
The Festival of Lights.
Yes. Because it's very important that we embrace all. We found out too that we are 10% Asian too.
What do they celebrate?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out.
I still believe that I am none of these, and I am 78% monkey. I'm convinced
You probably could be. You definitely
it.
look squatchy. You could be a squatch. I don't know.
It's not a squatch. I'm a chupacabra. Just remember that.
That's
Chupacabra.
true. You are. That could be good. Well, again, I'm here with my brother Tim. I'm TJ, and we're the Yinzer Bros. Don't forget, if you like what you hear, pass us along to your friends. You have we have YouTube, obviously it's video, and then we also have our just audio podcast. You can get that on Apple or Spotify, wherever you get stuff. Again, we're the Yinzer Bros.
The 250 view thing is still
It is. If 250 views, you get to hear one of the greatest stories of humiliation that ever happened to a human. Is that pretty close, Tim? Is that a good description?
You didn't have to put it that way. I mean, by you putting it that way.
Man, maybe I'll mention it tomorrow in our Christmas Eve services. We'll probably have, I don't know, between live and online,
TJ,
maybe 1,000 people viewing.
TJ, that's not how I want to be introduced to the congregation.
That could be. It could be fun. Who knows?
Now,
Feliz Navidad, Tim.
Should I take the mask off to show everybody? Or should I leave it on to show everybody the sacrifices that I'm making for this franchise?
Well, let me just say this. I think you should take it off. And for those of you that just to prepare them, if they've ever seen the Star Wars franchise, at the very end, when Luke takes off Vader's helmet, everybody's shocked. That'll give you some form of preparation for what you're about to see when Tim takes the mask off. Tim, are you ready?
Nah, we'll pass.
Get a pass? Going to do it next week?
I mean, that was brutal coming in that hot like that, man.
I'm doing the best I can because it is shocking. Tim with no facial hair or any hair at all is shocking.
I mean, that was just a brutal intro. My God.
Well, what do you think? I think take it off. I think the people want to see. It's got to be hot anyway, right? No, Tim's just teasing you. Maybe next week.
We'll see you next week.
Maybe next week. All right. Stay classy, Pittsburgh. We will see you next week.